Introduction. Resources are the wealth of nature and are essential for a civilized life. According to A.S. Ginsberg, all such natural commodities which come under the purview of human activities are called natural resources. The scenario of the present-day world is that developed countries which are rich in technology are poor in natural resources, whereas developing countries like India, which are poor in technology, are rich in natural resources. This results in the exploitation of developing countries by the developed countries. Classification of natural resources. Renewable resources are inexhaustible because they are regenerated. Examples of these are forest, water, wildlife. Non-renewable resources are exhaustible. They are formed once in millions of years and are not regenerated. Examples of these are minerals, coal, petroleum, soil, etc. Forest resources. Use and overexploitation, deforestation, timber extraction, mining, dams, and their effects on forest and tribal people. The word forest is derived from the Latin word foris, which meant outside. It was used to include all vegetation on cultivated and uncultivated lands. The present-day meaning.
But after the invention of farming methods, stability came into the lifestyle of people. Agriculture has had a major impact on the expansion of population and its growth. For agriculture and farming, the basic necessity is irrigation. There are a number of ways to manage water for irrigation. One of them is by checking the river water flow and protecting the water from flowing into the sea. This can be done by constructing dams. Dams are massive barriers built across rivers and streams to confine and utilize the flow of water for human use, such as irrigation, drinking, and generation of hydroelectricity. Dams have been built on many rivers over the last many years. Since the 1930s, many large dams have been built, particularly between the 50s and the 70s. Dams generally serve the primary purpose of retaining water, while other structures like floodgates, also known as dikes, are used to manage or prevent water flow into specific land regions. Hydropower and pumped storage hydroelectricity are often used in conjunction with dams to provide clean electricity for millions of consumers. There are basically 4 categories of dams. The first type of dam is called the storage dam. The speciality of this dam is that it is constructed to impound water during periods of surplus supply for later use during periods of deficiency. They may store water for hydroelectric power generation, irrigation, or for flood control project. Diversion dams. Diversion dam is the second type of dam. It provides sufficient pressure for pushing water into ditches and canals. This dam is used for diversion from a stream to a distant storage reservoir. The next type of dam is known as the detention dam. It minimizes the effects of sudden floods and traps sediments. Overflow dam. They carry water discharge over their crests and are constructed by the materials that will not be eroded by such discharge.
Indirect advantages of forest. To check soil erosion. Roots of plants bind themselves with soil particles, therefore soil erosion is checked. Temperature control. Leaves of trees form an umbrella-like canopy. Due to transpiration, water vapor is collected under the trees and temperature is controlled. Control over desertification. Trees prevent sand from being blown away because sand binding takes place by roots of trees. Therefore, the formation of sand dunes is checked. Increase in soil fertility. Dry fallen leaves of trees are called litter. The litter undergoes decay in soil and forms humus. Humus adds to the fertility of soil. Thus, forest acts as a soil bank. Increase in the level of groundwater. Roots of trees absorb rainwater during rainy season and maintain the level of underground water. They also maintain the moisture in surface soil by acting as watershed. Purification of air. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give out only oxygen. Oxygen is vital to air. It is estimated that fully grown forest area in India. Dense forest 4,16,869 square kilometers, 12.68% of Earth's surface. Less dense forest 2,58,725 square kilometers, 7.87% of Earth's surface. Total forest area is 6,75,538 square kilometers, that is 20.55% of Earth's surface. Types of forest in India. Tropical wet evergreen is found in Western Ghats, Mahabaleshwar, Khandala and Lonavala. Deforestation. Unplanned and uncontrolled felling of trees leads to deforestation. We cut trees and grow plants. This does not make a dense forest. Moreover, a forest is an ecosystem with its own producers, consumers, and decomposers. Man-grown plants cannot make an ecosystem. Ecosystem is a creation of nature and takes centuries for its formation. The civilizations which have used forest and forest products with caution have prospered well, while those where deforestation took place have become impoverished. Causes of deforestation. Fuel wood. Village population depends upon fuel wood for cooking. Measures to check deforestation. Use of paper should be minimized at school level by encouraging the use of slates. Jhum cultivation should be banned and tribals be trained for normal cultivation. Only mature and old or diseased trees should be cut and new saplings should be planted immediately. Used paper should be recycled. Plants like plantain should be used to prepare paper pulp because these plants, being monocarpic, become useless after 1 year. Forest research institutes should be started in every state on the lines of FRI, Dehradun. Madhya Pradesh has state forest research.
Effect on human population. While dams are helpful to humans, they can also be harmful as well. One problem with dams is the fact that the artificial lakes created by them become breeding grounds for diseases. Another disadvantage is that if built close enough to human habitation, relocation is imminent. Dam-related relocation affects society in three ways: an economic disaster, human trauma, and social catastrophe. Effect on the earth itself. Dams have been found to alter the climate of the earth. This is due to the fact that dams generate methane gas, a greenhouse gas.
Methane is emitted from reservoirs that are stratified and where the bottom layers are anoxic, leading to degradation of the biomass through anaerobic processes.
It is accepted that the unbiased and balanced use of resources can yield us positive results. The same principle applies to the construction of dams.